Hello there, gamers! I'm the Orange Ranger, and welcome to another episode of Star Trek Resurgence here on Orange Ranger Plays. Last time, we visited the planet Delphi Ardu in order to locate the last surviving ancient member of the Tkon, known as Portal 6-3, whom Commander Riker, now Captain Riker, had spoken to in an early episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. We eventually did track down Portal and convince him to help us, since helpfully and coincidentally for us, the Scions of the Flame, that are the Tkons that are reviving, were seen as kind of an outcast sect of Tkon society with some extreme ideals that the main members of the Tkon weren't very much into. And right at the end of the episode, we discovered that the problems in tracking the Zeldi, the ship that was modified by the Tkon, are due to a device that was placed in engineering, a Tkonian device. Tkonian technology can only be operated by members of the Tkon. It is DNA locked, which means a member of the Tkon was on board and put it there. Paul Calloway, who we hadn't seen since the very beginning of the game when Jara was arriving at the starbase, informed us that Tylus had been in engineering, helping Dr. Duvall with the bioscans, and that seemed a bit unusual, so we might have a little bit of suspicion here. As you can see, we are visiting sickbay to talk to Minister Tylus and see what's going on there, so let's do it.
Tylus, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
Possibly, yes, something's very wrong.
Something happening. I may need your help.
This force field will keep anybody from hearing us, apparently.
This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
You see, she still
Not
doesn't
particularly.
suspect her.
Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Tkonian technology. Does that mean there's a Scion on board? But Dr. Duvall bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member, I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
Someone evaded detection and planted that device.
Which would mean they've been with us this whole time. Watching, listening.
All the more reason why we have to find them.
It could be anyone.
It could even
That
be you.
includes both of us.
There you go.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know
Please.
for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the Scions as much as anybody.
Yeah. I do.
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Good. Boing. Go into T-pose.
Clear.
Now it's your turn.
I like this look of
Sure.
relief on her face. Oh yeah, scan me too.
Clear.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
But again, would she be
Let's get to it.
exposing
Search starts in
the
engineering.
thing if it was one of them?
Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few
Okay,
hours.
so it's someone else.
So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day,
Someone
in reverse
in engineering
order.
in the last day.
This could take forever to sort through the number
That's
of
a lot of
people that were in
people.
engineering.
Let's take out the duplicates. What did I pick first? The non-engineering
Filtering
personnel.
for outliers. People who don't work in engineering.
That makes sense.
That helps.
Okay, let's take out the
I'll
duplicates.
filter out the duplicates.
Okay.
This is manageable.
Now the Hotari delegation.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's
So
traveled
everybody
to
who went to
Hotari.
Hotari. It's only 3.
Let's see who's left.
The captain. And he hasn't been scanned.
No, this can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4. Which would have been the perfect opportunity.
It adds up.
And no one would question him. He's the
It
captain.
adds up.
He
the
fits
Tkon
the
would want him.
profile for the kind of people the Tkon want to bioform. People with
A Starfleet
authority
captain.
that can lead to them gaining more control.
Like
It makes sense
Galvin,
because he's been a raging
Queen?
jackass
The
lately.
captain of a Federation starship. What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
It just said that
That's
they
just
didn't.
She never did.
Of course, Tyler
How is
said
that
I
possible?
watched her scan
Something more
everyone.
urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's
We
not
gotta
going
go
to be
scan
easy.
the captain.
First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
What's
Be
this?
careful. And good luck.
Okay.
I'll need it.
I'm glad those two are so secure and happy in the knowledge that neither of them is a spy.
I've found the device.
I put it in my butt. Yep. Or just load it. This is a pocket pager. This is a Tamagotchi.
Interference
Oh,
is
little
gone.
fellow looks healthy.
I have located Galvin's ship more precisely.
There it is.
He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Tkon. What many consider the
Tkon,
birthplace
Tkon.
of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our
largest arsenal.
Not that
That's
they
probably
knew
where
in
the
late stages of
the
Empire,
Aphelion, I think it was.
but it was there.
What kind of weapons?
Caution nonetheless.
What kind of weapons are in this arsenal?
Big ones.
It's difficult to know what would have survived from the time of the Empire.
What was there?
Be assured that the damage they have done so far by altering your current technology will be minuscule compared to proper Tkonian firepower.
That's not good.
If Galvin and the other science secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Tkon were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds.
Countless worlds. More than 20.
I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a scion hidden among your crew.
Yep.
And it is unlikely this
The
interference
captain.
device
Oh,
was the
right,
scion
that.
saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone.
Leave that to me.
Time is not on your side.
I don't know for sure.
I don't know for sure. We're still investigating.
And we're losing valuable time.
Yeah, shut up.
Bioforming
I gotta deal
was
with the
so
thing.
rare at the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Whoever you suspect, proof is something you will have to provide on your own.
I'll have it. Once I've bioscanned the person I suspect. I just need to visit Dr. Duval.
And scene over. And now in sick pay.
That's
Wow.
quite the claim. You told me you were worried about him, but I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
That would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right,
Yep.
this is the worst case scenario.
For those of you
Challenging
who
the
are
world
unaware,
captain's
a
tall.
ship's chief medical officer
You sure?
is the
Very
only
fast.
person on board that can give the captain a
If you
direct
fail,
order,
that's it. The end of
including
your career.
saying that you're no
Maybe
longer fit
your
for
life.
duty. With your help, or absolutely.
I am. I have to be.
The first officer has to be ready
No,
to take
this
over the
is
ship.
going to take. I'm in.
My
We can't
thing
pull this
is,
off with just the two of us.
they
I
have to.
technically have the
This
authority to
bioscan,
make
you push some
Solano
buttons
undergo
on a
scan,
tablet,
but in
and it
reality,
scans.
he can and will
You can't just
refuse to
like
do it.
scan him with the
You
sensors.
need at least another member.
That's all
of the
you're
senior
doing.
staff to support your
Why does it have to be up
Well,
close?
this could all blow up in our faces.
Have him come to sick bay, and
Long and
this.
hard
You've
about
got to
who
have the
you can
sensors in
trust.
there. Better think long and hard about who you can trust. That is kind of leading to another choice. Back over to the Zeldy, the blood of battle. I don't necessarily need that. Oh no, the ship's gone back to warp. Oh, and it stopped. breathing. Okay.
Down to one reactor. Thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Tkon enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate.
Yeah, it's a lot slower than they
Just
were.
limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
By going over there. Do I need to crouch under here? No. Do I need to do it? How do I find a working console? Okay, this one's working. Okay, but I can just scooch in between. If I can just scooch in between these boxes fine. Oh, I gotta crouch under here. Like, really, I get, but like, have that console be broken or boxes like all over it. There's no reason Diaz shouldn't have been able to use that console, but he can use this console. And we actually have to use it. Although it doesn't make clear where the buttons are. Here's the star map. The ship's heading is that way.
changed
Whoa!
course.
Hi!
Drastically.
It's like they're headed here. Usonia system.
Yeah,
They
we
might
just
stop
found out from Portal that's where we're
Can we
headed.
use the Zeldy's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
And another warp jump.
Grab hold!
Grab hold of the console. Okay. Whee! Yeah, this isn't going to be good for the ship.
The inertial dampeners can barely keep up. If they keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps, they're going to tear it apart.
Zeldy is still made by a Lydian hand, despite all this Tkon corruption. We'll hold.
Okay.
We just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
Oh, that sounds eventful. Well, we'll sit down here. Bored now. She's playing a game on her tricorder. That woman is
Your
playing
people.
Galaga. Didn't
Is
think
there
anybody would
somewhere you
notice.
go when you die?
Oh.
Life after death? No. On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
In a way, that is life after death. Depending
What
on how
about
you
you?
define life.
Is there another plane of existence for you?
Oh, asking the player character
Every
their
passing
belief in the
battle.
afterlife.
As I get older, I think about it more.
Yeah, I don't know
I
a way to
think-
know.
There's just no way for us to know what happens after we die.
Really?
Maybe there's something more, maybe not. But I can't discount the possibility.
Can't prove a negative.
You can't prove a negative.
Then maybe you can understand this. My people have a special journey.
He kind of
When
like that, I
Illydians
guess.
die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but yes, death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Tkon use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner
So
in her
are
own
you
mind.
saying that when we see Itasca again, we
You
should
want to
kill her?
save the transformed. So do I.
I doubt that.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave
Then
them
we
like
kill 'em.
that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released.
We can still try.
To think of what she could be going through right now.
I know it's awful to think about, but if they're still alive, we can still try to help them. We lose that option once they're dead.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I had
Really
a
like
sister,
that.
A twin. It's very rare among the Trill.
You never
That's
told me
interesting.
that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with a symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor. The symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host. But sometimes, the symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely.
Very rarely.
My sister was the closest person in the world to me. I knew she would be different after joining. but she drew more and more distant. The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely. So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her.
You should try to see her again,
who looked like my sister. Sounded
Actually,
like
I think
her.
I picked you should see her again, but I think now I would say gotta walk away sometimes. Oh, kind of like losing Miranda?
Losing Miranda like this, it opened an old wound.
His hair looks like it's made
Never
of plastic.
really closed up in the first place.
Oh, Nilly.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do.
What?
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spilled together. Itasca was my family in that way.
Blood of the Covenant.
I want you to know there is
thicker than the
nothing
water
I
of the womb.
won't sacrifice to win this
It's a
fight.
saying that a lot of people get mixed up, by the way. They just say blood is thicker than
But
water,
if we're lucky enough to survive,
meaning that family
I'd
is
be
more
honored
important
to
than,
count me as one of
than
your
friends.
tribe.
But the saying is actually the
As
other way
Itasca
around. The
was.
blood of the Covenant, friendship,
couple of
is
engineers like
thicker
us.
than the water of the womb,
You are-
family.
Many things.
It's a deal.
I'll take you up on that.
All right, we had a bonding session.
Same here.
Yay. Now the ship's gonna explode. They needed a question mark on that. Will they stop leaving question marks out of my captions? Oh, we got somewhere.
What is this place?
Is
It's
that
laggy wherever it
the
is.
Veskar?
Another one of yours?
Not
Duh!
anymore. They've corrupted it, just like the Zeldi.
Now there are two
Because
ships.
he is right beneath my
Did
feet.
this just get better or worse?
Worse.
Certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar.
They're gonna
So many
transfer the
lives
Cartabula to a
stolen.
ship that
We're
has
really at the heart
working
of this
warp
fight
drive.
now. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do about it.
This doesn't look like the Ophelia. What are they doing here?
You don't
Wait,
think
how do
they
you know what
just
the
needed
Aphelion
friends?
is?
Maybe, but
I thought the
Then why are
Aphelion
their
was a
buddies
Tkon thing.
Prepare for transfer.
The storm! It's back! What happened?
Lost
Hold on.
power.
scanning. Trick radiation is dropping. Zeldi's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
That means
They've sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
And that other ship's gonna go to warp. Okay, well, maybe not right this second, but listen. It was gonna. It only didn't because I said it wasn't. Mutiny on the Resolute. I wonder what story that alludes to. Hi, Captain. So, need your help with something.
Something wrong, Captain?
no, nothing wrong. In fact, I was just going to call for you. I'm needed down in engineering. The bridge is yours.
You just gonna let him walk away. Just gonna. Jara. Okay, this is what Dr. Duvall was alluding to. Jara has a very important decision to make. She needs the support of another bridge officer to support taking Solano out of command. We can approach Bedrosian, Ermot, or Westbrook. Who do you think I'm going to support? She's been our bestie the whole
Lieutenant
time.
Bedrosian, a word, please.
Yes, Commander.
We are talking to Visor Girl. It's a lot to put on
What
a
can I
young
do for you?
officer, but
Listen, the captain may have been compromised.
What?
I have every reason to believe he has been bioformed and is now actively working against us.
Hold on. This makes no sense. Did Portal do something to you?
I'm dead serious. Someone is sabotaging the mission. They planted a Tkonian device in engineering. Captain Solano was in engineering while we were on Delphi Ardu-4, and he purposely evaded Dr. Duval's bioscan. He's not Captain Solano anymore. He's a Scion.
Oh.
Which would make you Captain. So you're saying you're taking command of the ship?
Listen.
Because if you are, that's one hell of a bold
It's
move.
my duty.
And you better be
The captain has been
absolutely
compromised
sure
by
you
an
have
alien
your facts
intelligence.
straight.
With your help and your backing, yes, I have to.
I'm not signing myself up for mutiny.
I have Duval's support.
Oh, well then I guess
We're
it's
going
not
to ask
mutiny.
the captain to undergo a bioscan. When he refuses, I need you to back me up.
I mean, that's not unreasonable, right?
I've already sacrificed a lot for this mission. I hope to have a long career, one just like yours. We do this, we could be thrown in the brig, stripped of our rank, or worse.
Not if you're
Is
right.
it worth risking everything on your hunch? I haven't
If the
been
captain
a bridge
is
officer
under
for
an
very
alien
long.
influence,
I don't want it to
yes.
end before it even starts.
Your
He's
career,
bigger than you.
my career. None of that is more important than stopping the Scion that took Solano's body. Neither of us will have a job if the entire Federation is bioformed.
Good point.
One less thing to worry about, I suppose.
She liked that.
So, my answer is yes. I'm with you no matter what.
Atta
When
girl.
do we act?
Now, Dr. Duval is already on the bridge.
All right. I'm ready.
All we're gonna do is ask the captain to undergo a bioscan. He should be perfectly willing to do that, right? I don't know why she's standing staring out the window. Okay. I was gonna say I also don't know why Solano's back, but I over-anticipated that. He's not back yet. Hi. Hello. Oh, look who's back.
It's now or never.
Yep.
Captain Solano.
Huh? That sounded very formal.
Commander Rydek, we need to talk about... Doctor? What brings you to the bridge?
Just a bit of housekeeping. You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
Mm-hmm.
It will only take a moment. I can't put this off any longer.
You can, and you will.
No, I won't.
All you'll find is that I'm quite reasonably under stress given the circumstances, and you aren't making it better. I'll find you in sickbay when I'm good and ready.
No, you
Or,
won't.
if you're going to stand in the way of the mission,
It's
I can
protocol,
find you in the
Captain.
brig instead.
It's merely protocol, Captain. All officers that touch alien soil have to be bioscanned.
I know the protocol.
Then do
It's
it.
not more important than chasing down these Tkonian marauders.
Commander Rydek is right, Captain. We all have to follow the rules.
What is this?
We need you to comply with the scan, Captain.
That's enough. Drop this. All of you.
Nope.
I'm giving you a direct order, Commander Rydek. Stand down and go back to your post. Now. Do not make me tell you again.
This
I've
is
been
for
a
your own
starship
good.
captain since before you were in the academy. I won't stand for this.
This is for your own good, Captain.
Solano didn't like that.
This
No
is for your
friggin'
own
kidding.
good as well.
What's for my own good?
Security to the bridge. Arrest Commander Rydek. Take her to the bridge.
Funny that
On
they were
what
all just
charge?
waiting in the turbo lift.
Conspiring with the enemy and mutiny.
Get back. Give her a chance to speak. Let's hear what she has to say.
Oh, we better listen
That's
to the
enough,
lieutenant.
Lieutenant Bedrosian. Step aside or you'll join her in the brig.
No.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a Scion.
You're out of your mind.
She can prove it.
Really? Really?
He sabotaged our efforts to track Galvin with this.
I get involving us in a long cutscene, but come on now. What?
He
Huh?
planted it in engineering while we were down on Delphi Ardu 4.
Lies! Perpetrated by the only Tkon in our midst, Portal 6-3. He's actively trying to divide us from within.
Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a scion.
Whoa!
Take her to the brig, or I'll do it myself.
He got shotted. By... Who shot him? Petrosian!
Wait! Stand down! That's an order!
Bioscan him.
What's the meaning of this? Everyone hold until we get answers.
I can prove I'm right.
This cannot happen on the bridge of a Federation starship.
Ermot, shut
I
up.
can prove I'm right if you just give me a chance. If I'm wrong, then I will face the consequences.
If you're wrong, there's no coming back from this.
I'm going to settle this once and for all.
Bioscan, bioscan. Suspense, suspense. Do-do-do. Smirk. See what this says? No. Not very definitive. Especially from there.
Commander Rydick was right. Captain Solano has been compromised.
Captain Solano has been
bioformed
turned into a
Tkon.
Tkonian. Again, as the game's saying right now, that basically means he's as good as
As the
dead.
Chief Medical Officer of the USS Resolute, I am relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
Let his arms clip through your shoulders. Ladies and gentlemen and others and heroes and gamers. Captain Jara Rydick.
I don't know what I expected, but not this.
Wasn't expecting to shoot your captain, huh?
I can't believe I shot the captain.
But you didn't shoot the first officer. I don't think Starfleet likes when you do that.
If it helps.
Zoom,
That
zoom.
wasn't really the captain.
I mean, intellectually, sure. I understand that. But he looks and sounds exactly like him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'll ever get that out of my head.
If it helps, you're a hero. Bedrosian liked that. Westbrook and Ermot did not. That's obviously a three-way branching choice. Because now everybody realized Jara came up here to do this with a plan. Oh, Riker is on Jara's list now. Lieutenant Bedrosian was humbled when Jara confided her suspicions about Captain Solano and understood what was at stake after she put it into context. In the aftermath of the confrontation, once Jara became captain, Lieutenant Bedrosian felt better after Jara reassured her that it wasn't actually Captain Solano. Commander Westbrook was stunned after Jara chose not to confide in him before confronting Captain Solano on the bridge. Commander Ermot was deeply disappointed when Jara chose not to confide her suspicions about Captain Solano before confronting him on the bridge. So there's that three-way branching path where, you know, you had to pick one of them and the other two were obviously going to be upset. In my story here, you know, Westbrook has never liked us from the beginning. Ermot's kind of okay, but Bedrosian's been our BFF. Walk up to the chair, girl. Walk up to that chair. It ain't just taking a shift on the bridge, watching things. You are now the acting captain of the USS Resolute. Sit down, girl. You have earned it. Sit in the captain's chair.
Set course for the Usonia system. Maximum warp. It's time to face Galvin.
Let's go
Yes,
get him.
Commander. Sorry.
Yes, Commander. Sorry, Captain. Captain?
On your command.
On your command. Oh, warp!
Do it.
Do it. Off warp we go. My hair is messing up the texture behind me. My head is doing the same thing. Oh, we're here. And they're shooting at us.
We're taking fire.
No kidding. Remember, our shields don't work against them.
Set to maximum, but with the algorithms compromised, they may not do much.
Captain,
What do you mean
that
they?
other Elydian ship is here.
Zeldy's here. And now the Tkonian stuff's off of it.
We're outnumbered.
Captain, your orders.
Evasive maneuvers.
Evasive maneuvers.
We gotta try to avoid
Aye,
being hit. Seeing as our shields aren't gonna do us a ton of help. The Zeldy's shooting at the other ship. Ooh. Uh-oh. Meow.
Our warp engines are offline.
That's not good.
That must have been their goal. They didn't want us to chase the Veskar.
According to my readings, they also took the Cartabula with them.
Why is the Zeldy attacking the Resolute?
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Zeldy before it destroys us.
Diaz and Edsalar still over there?
They'll need to evacuate.
What? Oh, right. Miranda and her people went back and took control of the bridge. Okay, so they've got control of the ship again.
Come on.
I almost have it.
Trying to reactivate the combat.
We're here. Hurry. You got it?
Hurry, press R2.
Yes, to Resolute.
We read you, Diaz.
This is Ermot. It's good to hear your voice. Is
Yay.
Edsalar? Is she with you? Everyone wants to know.
She's right here. She can tell you herself.
I'm not.
Very good,
I'm
petty
not.
officer.
Get us
Okay.
out of
I can't transport you out while the Zeldy's shields are up.
Oh,
Laser
okay.
fire won't even get through. Is there another way off that ship?
We'll find a way.
Whatever you do, you'll have to be quick about it. Because we can't give you much more time. We can't evade the Zeldy forever.
Understood.
Dude,
Diaz,
we got combat design again.
get out of here the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned
Lydian
way.
ships have no escape pods.
Oh.
We can leave out that cargo bay we transported to before. But then there's
Call
the
back in
vacuum
your
of
memories,
space to contend
everybody.
with.
Those freight containers. Maybe we could use those to make an escape pod?
Is that even possible?
Remember
We're gonna make it
when we
possible.
explored the cargo bay?
Unless you have a better idea.
We found boxes.
Let's go.
That transport special freight. They're airtight and temperature controlled.
I've polarized the hull plating. That should allow
Wouldn't
us to take
necessarily
up
have
the warheads.
a great deal of oxygen. Oh, they polarized the whole
Enemy
plating like
phaser
Enterprise
impact
used to do.
dissipated.
Heading.
Attack pattern Delta or attack pattern Beta. Let's go around the rock.
Beta 3. Circle around that asteroid and come back firing.
Whee! Let's go that way. This is the comeback firing part.
Zeldy, in range.
Fire!
Zeldy's shields down to 82%.
They took a pretty good hit there. I mean, we're gonna get obliterated if it keeps up, but
We're doing damage, but they're hitting us right back. We'll run
We're
out
a
of
lot
hull
more.
before we penetrate their shields.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
we'll run out of hull. Where the
I
crud
can
did you come
modify your
from?
impulse engines to amplify their meter output and avoid.
In for penny, in for pound at this point. Do
But
it.
I will need full access to your propulsion system.
This goes against dozens of Starfleet regulations.
Ermot, shut up.
It's not a security risk if the alternative is destruction.
Thank you, Westbrook.
To me, it's simple. You can take this beating and hope you can weather it. Or will you put your trust in me?
Trust in me.
I've left everything behind for you. The least you can do is put your faith in me.
Commander Ermot,
Yep.
give Bortle access to the propulsion
You notice it wasn't
systems.
even a decision. In for penny, in for pound.
You're
We
going
gotta
to have
do
the
it.
ship in your hands. Don't let me down.
This will take a moment.
We don't have a moment. What is he doing? Like, I don't want to be touching my console when whatever happens, happens. Ooh, he's putting a whole bunch of green writing on the walls. Yeah, we got crystal engines. Whoa! Whee! So are we going like warp 0.9? I don't understand, like, we were evading these shots at full impulse, so what's greater than full impulse but not warp, you know? Warp 0.99?
Your ship
cargo
has
bay.
set up its fire.
That gives us some time.
All right. One of these freight containers should do the trick.
Be quick.
It's the big
We need
box
one
over
big
there.
enough for all of us
It's
to
the
fit
big
inside.
box over there.
Something
There's
we can
one.
make airtight.
Something we can make airtight.
Not this one.
This one's punctured. I didn't even examine it. Just this one.
Oh, here we
Here
go.
we go. Here we go.
This'll work.
Got this.
That's great, but it's not airtight yet.
No problem. We'll just seal it up.
Guns are the
Container is
solution.
extremely heavy. Even with the containment field open, it won't leave the bay quickly.
I'll find something to accelerate our exit.
I'll go look for a bomb. Okay. That's actually kind of a neat transition, I have to admit.
Glancing globe. Very little damage.
I cannot keep this up for long.
Their phaser banks are recharging. Now's our window. We have to strike back.
Yeah, but officers over
Their
there.
next barrage could be our last. Better make this count.
Target their weapon systems. Take the teeth out of their bite.
That could make them run. Just like the Veskar, we'd lose Diaz and Etzelar again. Hit their engines.
If we hit
We've
the
already
engines,
lost the
they could
Veskar.
explode.
We need to protect ourselves first.
The
Target their propulsion systems. I don't want them going anywhere.
Targeting their engines.
But hitting the engines could blow up the ship. Morbid as this thought is, kind of makes me wonder if
We gotta move it now.
they're like,
These will give us.
what if I
push
pick
we
the wrong
need.
thing
Those
and the
are
Zelda gets blown up
explosives.
and Carter's dead
Ride the
and
blast
the
right out.
story just goes on only with Jara? I wouldn't think so, but
All set.
I'll
usually
set the
when one of the main
containment
characters
field to
dies, they're
deactivate.
like, you died,
Then run
try again.
back. We can detonate by remote.
And yeah, so
We'll need to
basically
seal the
he did
doors
go and find
inside
bombs.
the container once we do.
We're gonna get
Before
inside,
there
we're gonna
sucks
seal
out
the
the
box
problem.
shut with the phasers, then we're gonna blow up these, we're gonna open the containment door on a timer. We're gonna seal the door, then when the containment field opens, we're gonna blow up this bomb, and that's gonna push us towards the door.
Hurry!
Uh-oh.
What are they doing in there?
Itaska. Hey, that thing's on a countdown. And it boop boop beeped. And the vacuum of space. Whee! Uh-oh. Itaska.
Help me!
No. The Tkon get what they deserve.
Don't leave me to die.
I don't know. Can we really leave her?
We don't have time.
We can't. We don't have the time. We have to seal ourselves in.
This ship can't fly. Sidron set it to self-destruct.
Okay, thanks.
Please, Amenta.
Thanks for justifying my decision.
It's not her.
No. I know it's not.
Carter, we have to seal the doors.
Seal the doors.
Don't leave me!
Get this lifeboat off the ship before Sidron blows it all to hell!
We're going.
It's interesting to me. We didn't just start sealing the doors.
Petzelarder Resolute.
We told her. That's cute. Her tapping his comm badge. That was cute. But
I have the away team.
Go ahead.
they
We're
like
about
they
to
were
exit.
kind of okay about it.
See
by
the
way.
cargo bay containment field is deactivated.
Just when they had decided, when they were like, "No, we're not taking you. We're leaving." She's like,
And
"Well,
you should know, the Zeldy is set to self-destruct.
out we go." I wonder
do
if
enough
her
damage to the Zeldy first, it'll prevent the self-destruct
spirit,
sequence
for
from
lack of a better
completing.
term, would stay alive
Can't wait any longer.
inside
We have
the
to
body.
fire.
Captain, they're almost out of there.
We need to act fast.
They
Hold
escape
on fire.
first.
Get out of there, petty officer.
Hurry.
Do it now.
You heard her.
Done. Ready?
Set it up the bomb.
Detonate.
It's okay. Soon there'll be no gravity in this box. We should be floating. We should be floating. We should be floating. We're not, but we should be. Unless this box has an artificial
We're out.
gravity generator
I have
inside
launch
of it,
sensors.
which it
Tractor
could.
beam activate.
That does make a little bit of sense for a freight container.
Locked on and ready to fire.
A freight container. Oh, we had to go black box for this.
Fire!
Fire! Look at them torpedoes. The box doesn't quite tilt upside down. And we're in the tractor beam, which means gravity should now go that way because they're being pulled that way. And we're going to pull the box right into the shield generator. We'll presume it's beamed aboard. I'm almost
Tractor beam's
positive
locked
that
on.
is
We have
Star Trek movie music.
They'll be pulled into the docking bay shortly.
Good job, Captain
There's something
Rydek.
else.
Something
I
else.
tracked a transporter signal to the planetoid moments before the Zeldy detonated.
Sidron.
Sidron. Sidron beamed down there before the ship exploded.
There's a Tkon structure there. It's the reason they were here. It's the reason we are here. Now,
Sidron can't run from us.
We destroyed the Zeldy. He doesn't have a ship.
As far as we know.
Yeah,
He can't
good
run
point.
from us down there.
We have to be sure he's neutralized.
I have to see what's down there.
Do you not
Is
know?
this the Tkon arsenal Galvin was after?
Legend says this region once held the sacred mysteries of the Tkon Empire.
Our greatest,
Our greatest treasure.
Our most fearsome
Most
technology.
fearsome technology.
I want a full security detail. Westbrook, Bredrosian, you're with me. Mr. Ermont, you have the con.
Wait. You're not the first
You're
officer
not supposed to go.
The captain is supposed to stay with the ship.
Captain's place is on the bridge.
I'm surprised Lieutenant Bedrosian didn't raise that first.
I thought Captain Rydek knew what she was doing.
This is too important.
You're right. But this is too important for me to sit out. You'll just have to make sure nothing happens to me down there.
Of course, Captain.
We'll deal with the first officer vacancy when we return. Until then, Mr. Ermont?
Yes, Captain.
So there's something I'm going to mention at the end of this. When it becomes clear that I was stopping, and we're coming right up on that point, I want to talk about it. Because it played into something right there, and I find it a little bit interesting. But we'll get there in a moment. Oh, Ice Planet. The Arsenal of Eternity. And Portal's just, you know.
Any sign of
Portal's like the cold never bothered me anyway.
Not that I can see.
Thanks. You're a big help.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
Walking in a winter wonderland. However, not this time. So that is going to do it for another episode of Star Trek Resurgence. But as I said really quickly, especially since the footage is paused here, there's something I want to talk about. This game actually had a 5-issue comic miniseries prequel setting up the incident that happened before Jara Rydak came to the Resolute, the terrible engineering accident. And I had the chance to read it recently, and it's actually a pretty good story. It folds in a little more TNG lore by including Dr. Leia Brahms and Jono Endar, the Talarian, and the Talarians are the main antagonists. But Jono Endar comes back, and it's a very interesting story. What brought that to mind is Westbrook there raising that objection, the captain's place is on the bridge, and Rydeck saying, you know, we'll pick a first officer when I get back. Excuse me. Some stuff about whether Westbrook wants to be a first officer, that is part of the comic story. It's a pretty good story if you get the chance to read it. I enjoyed it pretty well. But with that being said, that is going to do it for another episode of Star Trek Resurgence here on Orange Ranger Plays. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. I will say this is the final episode, the 10th, where I had those audio issues, and I recorded things in post-commentary. Episode 11 and going forward should, fingers crossed, have regular audio on them. I'm just looking back at it. I'm going to have the chance to talk to Westbrook and with them, but thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the videos. Ring the bell, get your notifications set up so you get notified of whenever I post brand new episodes of this series. Like the video by hitting the thumbs up button down below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think is going on. And if you'd like to support my channel financially, you can check me out on Patreon. You can check me out on Ko-fi. You can check me out on Teespring. You can Cash App me at #OrangeRangerVideos. Or you can check me out at snacksforgamers.com/OrangeRangerPlays. And you get some delicious snacks, and I get a little kickback that helps to support the channel. I really do feel that we're in the kind of the final arc of this game. It's going to be a lot shorter than I was expecting it to be, but for a narrative game, maybe I should have expected that. But I feel like we might be rounding the corner on this pretty soon. You know, we'll talk about that then. Until next time, gamers, live long and prosper, and may the power protect you.